All right, all right. So welcome back to Studio 39, aka the Bear Cave. I'm Rob Odie. This is Spotlight 39. Just like we do every time, we got another young man with another story to share. This time we're coming to you live. First up, my man Cam Davis, Florida State University, class of 24. He's committed to play baseball and football. We're going to learn the why behind all of that. But before we do, please hit that subscribe button. Comment down below. Tell us who you want to have on the show. Hit that bell. Let's grow this channel. Let's blow it up. Let's get these kids the exposure that they truly deserve. Now that all that stuff's out the way, man, let's get into you. Let's learn a little bit about you. So the floor is yours. Tell us who you are formally, where you're from, what you do, and all that good stuff. We'll have some good conversation.
Cam Davis, class of 2024, Florida State commit from Auburn, Georgia, attend Doherty High School. Currently the starting quarterback. I played in the Under Armour All-American game. I'm a USA alumni, 12U national team baseball alumni. I have been selected in a lot of all-star games and stuff. I also love to do a lot of stuff on the side out of high school as far as mounting TVs and community work. I'm
Okay.
also a very great student with a 3.6 GPA.
3.6 GPA, playing multiple sports and super involved in the community, man. What can't you do? I think I tweeted that probably 2 weeks ago. I said, what can't my man do, right? So as soon as you dropped that Florida State, blessing that you got, and I saw that it was for both baseball and football, I was like, look, man, this dude's special. I gotta have him on the show. I gotta reach out. Here we are, formally committed at this point, not just a blessing or an offer, but now we're formally committed, man. So we're gonna get into that in just a minute to figure out the why behind it. But before we do, man, look, you're a freshman, right? So you're just starting your high school career. You're just really starting to get it figured out. And you came out of the gate swinging, right? So you're playing varsity ball straight out the gate, right?
Yes, sir.
So you're playing varsity, both football and baseball, if I'm not mistaken, varsity.
I start quarterback football and I start at shortstop baseball.
My man. So let's do this, man. So I don't have too many baseball guys on the show just yet. I had my guy from the Los Angeles Angels on, a couple of nights ago. So if you haven't checked that out, make sure you do so. But nonetheless, man, baseball, right?
Yes, sir.
It's a different beast. So who's your idol? Who do you look up to? Who do you model your gameplay behind? On the baseball team.
I'm on my gameplay behind Ronald Acuna because he's a great all around player. He not only do great on the field, but he does a lot in the community. I always look at him by his power and his speed, and he's very balanced. And I'm also the type of player that everyone compare me to. So I always look up to him, no matter what it
That's
is.
huge, man. So for football, man, I'm gonna ask you the same thing. Who's your go to? Who do you look up to? When you play football.
I look up to Davin Cook because I'm not only a quarterback, I also played running back for a good little minute. And he's just a great athlete on the field. He had
That
great
dude's a
IQ,
beast.
great foot. Yes, sir. And he not only can he just juke on the dime, he know how to make very quick cuts. And I have the footwork just like him, the speed, strength, agility, everything. So that's my idol in football.
That's huge, man. So let's think about this. Did you get to play some football? You're down in Georgia, so you got to play a season this year, right?
Yes, sir. We played 5 games.
Yeah. So out of those 5 games, man, what went well for you? What are some things that kind of stood out that really made you feel good about the game?
My IQ this year, I got a lot better at reading defenses and breaking down film and on huddle and stuff. It was just a blessing for me to be a quarterback and learn more about the game from not just one position, more than one.
That's it.
My IQ is what really stood out about me this year, and I really love that the coaches that I have at the school a lot of time to help me develop as a young man and not just on the field.
Yeah, man, that's exactly it. The fact that you're, class of 24, right? I mean, you still got a whole lot of
Yes, sir.
time to develop your game, to mature your game, right? But you already talk like somebody who's about to graduate high school and go to the next level already, man. So, kudos to you. Kudos to your support staff, man, because they're definitely rocking with you 100%. They got you where you need to be, man. So with that
Thank you.
support staff, right? Let's well,
Yes, sir.
I think I already know the answer, but are you a part of any 7-on-7 programs, or what do you got going on this off season that's going to help you perfect your craft that much more?
I'm with a very great team and organization. Dumbo slash Tight Action. Harrison Smith, he's a great coach. He does a lot of stuff for the kids. He always look out for us, make sure we not only we doing the thing on the field, he always check our grades, and not only he's not just a coach, he's a recruiter too. So he does a great job with all the players on the team and making sure we all get along.
Man, that's huge, man. So shout out to him for getting, not just you, but pretty much everybody in line, that he supports. That's hard to find realistically. So great job there, man. So let's talk a little bit about baseball, right? I enjoy talking about baseball. We don't get to talk about that a lot. So let's talk about baseball, right? You're probably training for some for some baseball action sometime soon, right?
Yes, sir. I've been in the cages a lot on the field against shortstop work.
Yeah. So when's the season tip off for you?
Sir,
You broke up on me a little bit. You said when's the opening day?
we started last week against Turner County.
Okay.
Came out with a great, impressive pitching stats last week, and with 7 strikeouts in 3 innings. I only gave up a run, so I really improved with my pitching. I trained with a pitcher from the Pittsburgh Pirates a couple years ago, Coach Jason.
Okay.
He's very nice with fundamentals and drills. He really got me to the point where I am now with my pitching stuff.
Look, man, you got a solid support group on both sides, right? So on the football field, on the baseball diamond, you got a lot of great things going. I absolutely can tell why Florida State came calling and came calling early. Because I'm sure your Zoom meetings, your DMs, your phone, all that's going to start blowing up if it isn't already. For schools coming
Yes,
knocking,
sir.
man, trying to sway that commitment. But nonetheless, man, let's learn a little bit about what that's looked like. So being a freshman, what does your recruiting process really look like so far? And then how did you obtain a Florida State commitment? Offer. And then what led you to commit to Florida State so early?
My recruitment have picked up a lot ever since my first 2 or 3 offers. Coaches have been calling. I've been calling, keeping in contact with a lot of them. Because they're not just great coaches. All of them like to talk about me with just becoming a man in the future. And obtaining the Florida State offer, it was a very blessed uh, decision because it was not only a dream school, it's a great school that deal with two-sport athletes. And the reason I committed so early was because I can also gain time to talk to other commits and recruit that go to Florida State or is already at Florida State and stuff. So
So you
that's
got
a
time to build
very
that
blessing.
network, building relationships, right? And then throughout the
Yes, sir.
process, perfect your craft on in both sports, right? And then correct me if
Yes,
I'm
sir.
wrong, but my man Prime Time Dion came out of Florida State playing both sports, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So look, if you're gonna follow somebody's footsteps, that's somebody you want to follow, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Look, Dion's doing this thing down in what is it, Jackson State, right?
Yes, sir. He got a
Yeah.
good win off last week.
Yeah, look, man, look, they got something special cooking down there. But nonetheless, this is about Florida State. So you said they got a great program, gives you time to network and talk to not just incoming commits like yourself, but it also gives you an opportunity to talk to current players and even alum of the program. So you get a real raw idea of what you're gonna expect when you get on campus, right? And hopefully, once this whole pandemic lets up, you get to visit campus even more, and really get your feet wet and get a great understanding of what you're getting into. But nonetheless, man, that's incredible. Class of 24, you've got all the right things happening. You've got the support group of a rock star, to put it, nicely, man. Like you got some great people in your corner that's really helping you out and getting you where you need to be. So shout out to everybody there, man. And with that, let's transition away from the whole sports talk, right? And you being a student athlete and all that stuff, man. Because we can see that on social media, right? We can see the offers, we can see the commitment, we can see the film, but what we can't see,
Yes, sir.
or what we only see is what you want us to see, and that's who you are as a person. So outside of the game, so when you're not playing football, when you're not playing baseball, working out for either, what are you involved with? As a teenager, right? A young growing teenager, what do you like to do? What are you involved with? Outside of the sports.
I too much don't like to do much. I always like to chill and just rest my body, but I always go out with family and go out of town. Me and my little brother, we have a very strong bond, so we always playing a game, wrestling, something like that.
Okay.
Me and my father, we also have our own little business where we mount TVs and mount all kind of blinds and curtains and stuff. So me and him does that a lot. Me and my mother, we always go out on little play dates and stuff to where we just dress up and just go out. And I always be with my grandmothers because at the end of the day, you have to spend time with them too. So I like to do a lot of family stuff. I'm gonna
Okay.
always keep a smile on my face and joking with everybody. I know it's not good to make enemies, but at the end of the day, you always have someone in life that's gonna hate or they talk bad on you.
Yeah, no, that's exactly it, right? And then obviously,
It's just,
you're going to become a superstar college ball player, right? You're going to have many haters from all across the nation, right? People are going to hate everything about you because you didn't choose to go to their program. But what they can't hate on or take away from is the hard work and dedication that you put into your craft, man. So shout out to you for everything that you've done thus far. I'm super excited to watch it unfold. I mean, you got a lot of time to play some ball. You got a lot of time to develop, become a better, student athlete, but more importantly, to become a better man, right? And just continue to develop and mature. So, look, I'm going to close this interview out with the same thing I do every single time. And I'm going to ask you, what motivates and what drives you to want to wake up tomorrow and be that much more successful than you were today?
see how hard my mother and father go out every day, putting food on my back and put food on the table for me and my little brother. It always dedicate me to work hard because I see them work under somebody else every day, and I can just look at myself making it one day, just giving them the world to where they don't have to get up, get out the house for nothing. They always just call on me, get what they need.
Man, that's huge. And look, so as long as you keep that inside, right? And I use this analogy a lot, and I'm going to throw it out there because we're live, right? As a human, as long as we
Yes,
got
sir.
that hunger inside of us, what are we gonna do?
Always eat.
That's it, man. So look, continue to eat, continue to do what you do. Stay safe, stay healthy, man. I wish you all the best in everything that you got going on because you got a lot going on. Let's stay in contact, man. Let's run this back throughout your career. I'm excited to watch it unfold. All right.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. So look, for all the viewers out there, I appreciate you tapping into the live. We're gonna do this thing a whole lot more. We're running it back again tomorrow. I got my man Jordan. I'm asking from Prep Red Zone. He's going to be joining me tomorrow night. We got a couple special guests coming up. So, with that being said, until next time, I'm Rob Odie. This was Spotlight 39. I'll talk to you.